Have you ever wondered why school feels so different, maybe even more toxic than it used to? It's not just you. Let's peel back the layers and explore what's really going on in our schools today. This isn't about blaming teachers or students, but about understanding the massive pressures squeezing the system from all sides. From policies that don't quite hit the mark to the constant buzz of social media, we're going to dive deep into the forces that are reshaping the school experience, and not always for the better. First up, let's talk about policy. Think about programs like No Child Left Behind or its successor, the Every Student Succeeds Act. The intention was great: hold schools accountable and make sure every student gets a quality education. But the reality? It often turned into a frantic race to teach to the test. Schools became obsessed with standardized test scores because their funding and reputation depended on it. This intense focus on testing can suffocate creativity and critical thinking. Instead of fostering a love for learning, it creates a high-pressure environment where both students and teachers feel like they read just numbers on a spreadsheet. Subjects like art, music, and even physical education, which are crucial for well-rounded development, often get pushed aside. When the measure of success becomes so narrow, it's easy for the joy of discovery to get lost, and that's a direct path to a toxic learning environment. Now, here's something you might not have considered: the weather. Yes, really, climate change is leading to more extreme weather events. Think about the increase in hurricanes, wildfires, and heat waves. When these disasters strike, schools are often the first to close, disrupting learning for days or even weeks. Students in affected areas deal with the trauma and instability of losing their homes or seeing their communities devastated. On a less dramatic but equally impactful level, rising temperatures are making many older school buildings, which lack proper air conditioning, almost unbearable. How can a child focus on algebra when they're sweating through their shirt in a 90-degree classroom? This physical discomfort adds a layer of stress and agitation that makes learning incredibly difficult and can shorten tempers, contributing to a negative atmosphere for everyone. And then there's the giant elephant in every room: social media. 20 years ago, if you had a bad day at school, you could go home and escape it. Now, school follows you home in your pocket. Cyberbullying is relentless, happening 24/7. The pressure to maintain a perfect online persona, to have the right look, the right friends, the right everything, is immense. This constant comparison and fear of missing out, or FOMO, creates a breeding ground for anxiety and depression. Instead of being a place for social development, school can become a stage for social competition, documented and judged online. The lines between public and private life have blurred, and the social dynamics that used to be confined to the schoolyard now play out on a global, permanent stage. This digital pressure cooker is a huge contributor to the toxicity students feel every single day. Let's not forget the economy. When the economy struggles, school budgets are often the first to get slashed. This means larger class sizes, fewer teachers, and outdated textbooks and technology. It means that essential support staff like school counselors, nurses, and librarians become luxuries rather than necessities. At a time when students' mental health needs are skyrocketing, the very people trained to help them are disappearing. Teachers are asked to do more with less, leading to burnout and high turnover rates. When educators are stressed and under-resourced, it's nearly impossible for them to create the positive, supportive environment that students need to thrive. The economic strain creates a cycle of scarcity and stress that permeates the entire school system. Believe it or not, even what we wear plays a role. I'm talking about dress codes. While often implemented with the goal of creating a safer, more focused learning environment, they frequently become a source of conflict and shame. These policies often disproportionately target female students, policing their bodies and sending the message that their appearance is a distraction. Students can be pulled out of class and disciplined for wearing leggings, tank tops, or shorts that are deemed too short. This not only disrupts their education but can also be incredibly humiliating. It shifts the focus from learning to compliance and can create a culture of resentment and body shaming. Instead of fostering respect, it can feel like another way the system is trying to control them, adding another layer of unnecessary stress. Finally, we need to look at what's happening at home. Over the past few decades, divorce rates have remained significant. While many parents do an amazing job of co-parenting, divorce is still a majorly disruptive event in a child's life. Kids often have to shuttle between two homes, navigate complex family dynamics, and deal with the emotional fallout. They bring that stress, sadness, and instability with them to school. A child who is worried about their parents or their living situation is not a child who is ready to learn. With fewer school counselors available, these students may not have a trusted adult at school to talk to. Their emotional turmoil can manifest as acting out, withdrawing, or struggling academically, which can then be misinterpreted as a behavioral problem, adding to the toxic cycle. So, when you put it all together, you see it's not just one thing, it's a perfect storm. It's the pressure of standardized tests, the disruption from extreme weather, the relentless judgment of social media, the strain of a tight economy, the controversy of dress codes, and the instability at home. All of these factors are interconnected, creating a complex web of challenges that our current school system is struggling to handle. It's not that schools are intentionally toxic, it's that they are buckling under the weight of societal pressures they were never designed to withstand. Recognizing these issues is the first step. The conversation about how to fix our schools needs to be broader and more honest. It's about more than just curriculum. It's about creating environments where both students and teachers feel safe, supported, and valued. It's about funding mental health resources, rethinking our reliance on standardized tests, and building climate-resilient schools. It's about teaching digital citizenship and supporting families through tough times. The toxicity is a symptom of a system under immense strain. By understanding the root causes, we can begin to work together to find real solutions and create the schools our children truly deserve. It's a massive challenge, but it's one we have to face. Thank you so much for watching and thinking about these important issues with me. What do you think is the biggest factor contributing to toxicity in schools today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video insightful, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the systems that shape our world. See you next time.